It's week 6 and it's time for you to vote for your favorite cover of the week. Hey comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0, and fans, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do top 10 comic book covers of the week, and this is week number 6. This is the video series where not only do I show you my top 10 favorite covers of the week, but you guys get to vote on what your favorite cover of the week is. Week in and week out, we get to vote. And by the time we get to the end of the year, guys, you guys will have that final say on which comic book cover gets comic book cover of the year. So really fun series. Welcome if you're new to this series. And if you're old to this series, welcome back. And I appreciate all your guys' help. So before we get into Group 6's books, we need to find out who won Week 5. And it was a very competitive week, guys, but I just wanted to let you know that it was a tie between a Batgirl issue 31, the Art Germ variant, and a tie between Amazing Spider-Man issue 14, the J. Scott Campbell variant. So you want to know who actually won? Well, the winner wound up going to... actually, Wonder Woman issue 63, that B cover. That's right, guys. It was a battle between those 3 covers, but at the end of the day, Wonder Woman wound up prevailing. It was a beautiful cover, and it moves on to the group voting when we get to week 9. All right, so let's not waste any more time. Let's move on to the top 10 and Group 6's or Week 6's books. So number 10 is Uncanny XMen issue 11. This is a variant cover. This is more of your traditional light cover, as you get to see here. We get to see all our characters on here. We get to see Wolverine, we get to see Cyclops, we get to see Beast, we get to see Colossus, we get to see Gambit, we get to see Nightcrawler and Archangel on there, and it really looks like a lot of fun. It's got that cool banner up top that kind of reminds you of like giant size X-Men or a 70s style of book. So I like that cover. There was a lot of variant covers for this Uncanny X-Men issue, but this one kind of stood out for me. I love that classic feel to a cover. So that was my number 10, but if it's your favorite, please vote. All right, moving on to my number 9 this week, and this goes to Harley Quinn, issue 58. This is the B cover. This is this landscape thing that seems to be DC's thing this year, okay? I have seen better Harley Quinn covers in the past, but this one is cool. It catches your eye. There's a lot to look at this cover. It's very busy. You know, it's kind of cool because she's riding on this motorcycle or this bike, and she's throwing these playing cards at you and stuff like that. Cool facial expression. Again, a lot to look at this cover. It's very, very busy. I have seen better, but it is still a cool cover. And if it is your favorite, please vote. All right, so coming in at my number 8, this goes to Tony Stark Iron Man, issue 8. This is a nice cover because Iron Man is being held down by his drink, by his whiskey or the ice cubes that are in the whiskey. And it shows on this cover that Tony is, you know, still dealing with the battle of his life. And that's the battle of alcoholism. And you never know when it's going to enter his life again. So I thought this cover really made a true statement for who Tony actually is. So I like the message here. And it's a cool looking cover because it's kind of like, he almost looks like he's like on a throne of ice or something. It just looks weird. But it's to represent that he's still battling that alcoholism. And it's a lifelong commitment. And the biggest battle of his life. All right. So if that's your favorite cover, please vote. So moving on to number 7. This goes to Marvelous X-Men issue 1. This is the Storm variant. This is cool because this is something different. This type of character you don't see from Storm. Like, she's like leaning against the wall. She's like looking at you. She's got the bright white eyes, and she's got this this t-shirt arm that winds up saying like keep calm. make it rain or, you know, something like that. It looks really nice, and I like the way it looks. I thought it was a different type of cover. It gives the character a characteristic, you know, it gives her personality, and I thought it was neat, making a statement there. So if this is your favorite cover of the week, please vote. Alright, so moving on to my number 6 favorite cover of the week. This went to Justice League issue 17. I don't know why this was higher up there, I guess, but I guess I have this thing for dragons. I don't feel like dragons are an easy thing to draw. You got to look at the detail that goes into a dragon, and I felt that the artist here put a lot of detail on all the dragons. You look at the main dragon on there, look at the scales, look at all the wrinkles and the facial features and everything that goes into it. And then look at the background of this cover too, with more dragons and creatures in the back. You know, Lex Luthor and Martian Manhunter are just like, they're not the main focus there, even though they're like they're on front and center. I like looking at the background and the details of that cover and seeing all those cool, like, dragons. You know, I don't like boring dragons. I guess I don't know, maybe I'm weird that way, but I thought it was kind of cool to see dragons on the cover, you know? It's kind of awesome. It says the good, the bad, and the dragons, so all about the dragons. Alright, so if that's your favorite cover, please vote. So let's move on to the top 5, and my number 5 goes to Prodigy issue 3. This is a Mark Millar series. And I saw this cover. I don't read this book, but I saw this cover and I'm like, holy shit, this is crazy. Like, there's this dude who's swimming underwater. I don't know if he has special powers or he is a prodigy of something. But he's in this suit underwater, no gear whatsoever, okay? And he's legit holding up a great white's mouth open, preventing it from eating him. You know, and this shark is huge, man. And I'm just like, oh my god. And the detail on this shark is awesome. It's got these big freaking teeth and everything else. And like, how's this guy surviving against this mother nature of a beast, you know? So I thought it was cool. I liked it. It's cool to recognize an independent comic out there. So if this is your favorite cover of the week, please vote. Alright, so moving on to number 4. This goes to Red Sonia, issue 1. This is from Dynamite Comics, and this is Amanda Connor who does the artwork for this one. And this was cool. This is the new volume for Red Sonia. And Sonia's on top of a mountain. It's a very narrow mountain, and she's doing this battle against these knights or these demons or whatever it is. But all you get to see is the sword flying around with her knife in her other hand. There's body parts flying everywhere. There's blood flying everywhere. And you're just like, dude, that looks intense. And Sonia's looking at you like this, right? And she's got this intense, like, look, green eyes. It's just a cool facial expression. Love the cover there. It's a really cool cover. And it hit my number 4. But if it's your favorite, please vote for it. All right, so moving on to our top 3, guys. In my number 3, it's like not a countdown these days without Alex Ross Immortal Hulk cover, and this goes to issue 13 of the series. And this was nice because of the detail that goes into the Incredible Hulk, or the Hulk himself. Hulk is looking at Banner, and he sees Banner being radiated by the gamma rays, okay? But again, if you look at the detail of the Hulk, it's exquisite. It's so neat. It's like you get to see the veins and the green skin, and you get to see all those cool features of him, and his facial features are really cool too. So, yeah, really nice looking book. I don't know if we're gonna go for a 3rd book in this group of first 8 with when it comes to Immortal Hulk, but if it is your favorite, please vote. All right. So moving on to number 2. I don't know what it was about this one, but it really captured my eye, and this one goes to Green Arrow, issue 49. This is the B cover, as you get to see Ollie making his way through these, like, wheat fields or whatever it is, and he's kind of camouflaged. Obviously, he's got the hood on, he's got the blonde beard. I love the colors, the green and the yellow. They really mix together, you know, as it transitions from yellow to green. And I love seeing the point of view here, as you get to see Ollie aiming his arrow at whatever target it may be. For some reason, I just liked it. I thought it was a cool cover. It's not overly done, but it does have great detail to it as well. So if this is your favorite cover, please vote. All right, so last but not least, my #1 cover of the week. And this is another Image book. We got some good independents in here making the list this week, guys. And this goes to Unnatural issue 7. This is the variant cover. I thought this cover, when it comes to detail, looked very nice. As I haven't personally read this series, I missed out on the first couple issues, and I heard it was really good. But the main character, her name is Leslie, and she's like a pig in this world. And the interior artwork is gorgeous as well. But it looks like she's being possessed or she's being controlled by this wolf-like creature. Now, if you look at the characters themselves, there's a lot of detail. Look at Leslie's eyes. You get to see her eyeliner, like, or mascara running down, and, you know, very angry-like. And then you get to look at the beast behind her as he's, like, controlling her, but you get to see the claws, the detail of the fur, and you get to see the facial expression of the monster itself, and it looks awesome. So I was like, man, this is really, really nice. I loved it. It makes it a thing to focus on these characters, and so it was so cool, and I love this cover, and this made my #1 of the week. And if it was your #1 of the week, please vote. So there you have it, guys. There are the covers of the week. Hopefully you enjoyed. Remember the rules, only 1 vote per person. You can't like someone else's vote. I mean, you can if you like to, but it won't count as a vote. You got to put it in the comments box below in order for your vote to count. If you have your own cover of the week that you might want to put in the comments and maybe people will start trending it, go ahead and put that as well. And make sure you have your votes in by 8 a.m. next week so I can tally those votes up and we'll start Group 7. So as always, fans, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit that notification button so you don't miss a single video from me. And guys, thank you so much for your participation. It means a ton. I love doing this series. And until that next comic book review, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. I'll see you real soon, guys. Bye.